topic of 6 fundamental volleyball skills. First is service, second, passing, third, setting, fourth, hitting, fifth, digging, and lastly, blocking. A service or serve is the action that starts a rally. It's when a player hits the ball from behind the end line over the net into the opponent's court. So there are types of serves. First, underhand serve. The ball is hit from below the waist. That is very common for beginners. Second, overhand serve. The ball is tossed up and hit above the shoulder. Third, jump serve. The player jumps and hits the ball powerfully. Advanced level. Fourth, float serve. The ball moves unpredictably in the air, minimal spin. And lastly, top spin serve. The ball spins forward and drops quickly. Passing is the skill of receiving the ball and directing it to a teammate, usually the setter. To start an offensive play, it is often called a bump when done with the forearms. So there are two main types of passing. First is forearm pass or bump that is most common, used when receiving a serve or a hard hit. Next is overhead pass or set pass, used to softer balls and when the ball is above your forehead. A set or a setting is a skill where a player uses their fingertips to pass the ball upward to a teammate, usually to prepare for a spike. It's typically the second contact after the serve, receive, or pass. So who usually sets? So the setter. This player is like the playmaker of the team. They decided who gets the ball and control the offense. Hitting, also called spike or attack, is when a player forcefully strikes the ball with one hand to send it over the net into the opponent's court to score a point. How hitting works. First, approach. The player takes quick steps towards the net. Second, jump. They jump up high. Third, arm swing. The hitting arm swings back and forward. Fourth, contact. The ball is hit sharply downward into the other team's side. Lastly, landing. The player lands safely, usually on both feet. Digging or a dig is a defensive move where a player prevents the ball from touching the court after an opponent's attack, usually a spike. It's basically a pass made in response to a hard hit from the other team. Blocking is a defensive move used to stop or slow down the opponent's attack, usually a spike. It happens at the net when one or more front row players jump with their arms raised above the net to prevent the ball from crossing into their side. So there are types of blocks or blocking. First, single block. One player jumps the block. Second, double block. Two players jump together, or the most common one. Third, triple block. The three players jump used against the very strong hitters.